The 2025 Formula 1 season so far has been absolutely fantastic. The races have been so incredibly close. McLaren have carried their form over and are very fast, as are Mercedes. They are not too far behind. Verstappen is on fine form, really exceeding the performance of that Red Bull. We have the drama of the cursed second seat for Red Bull. We've got a bunch of rookies doing fantastic in their very first season in F1. And I've not even mentioned Ferrari, Charles Leclerc, and of course Lewis Hamilton, new to the Ferrari team. So it's obvious, as motorsport fans, as F1 fans, of course we're going to buy the new F1 25 game. But the biggest problem is it's right in front of me just here. It's the price. It's not cheap at all. And now this is the early access iconic edition. But if we head across to look for the standard edition, we can see that it's not really that much cheaper to buy the standard edition. £70, 70 quid in the UK. I'm not sure what that is in dollars, guys. Let me know in the comments below what the dollar value is. It got me thinking, can we really do this in Gran Turismo 7? Can I make some races that are F1 style races in Gran Turismo 7? So in this video I'm going to explore this and give you the positives and the negatives with this. So of course we're not going to be able to get the full perfect F1 experience, but we can get a Formula style experience. I'm going to run you through what you can do now. The first thing to do, and before you do anything else, I'd highly recommend heading over to Showcase, because we're going to need the Formula 1 liveries. Head down to where it says content search, and then just head down to the keyword and just type in F1, then head to done. Content search. That's going to search the whole of the Gran Turismo 7 database for any livery that's somehow connected to F1. Now there is one livery creator specifically that I'm going to highly recommend, and it's this guy here, Multi or Imbis Brunto. Just basically look for the German creator, head to one of his liveries, and then head down to click on the profile picture and choose to go to the user page. Now at the top just about here you'll be able to follow this livery creator. I would highly recommend doing so. It does absolutely fantastic work. After you've done that, head across to gallery, head across to styles, and you'll see a bunch of F1 style liveries for the Super Formula car in Gran Turismo 7. We have the special edition Monaco liveries. We have the special edition Monaco livery for McLaren. Coming down here, we've even got some of the special edition liveries from the Miami GP. So the V-Carb livery there, the pink one, is good there. We've got the special edition Miami livery where there was a little bit of blue on a Ferrari. Now the most important thing to note is that most of the liveries that this creator creates is for the Super Formula Toyota version 2023. I'll show you where to get that in a moment. But what you want to do, you want to go and make sure you like every livery that you download. Just show some support for the creator, and then head down to where it says collection. It's just behind my head here. Click on that. Make sure the tick is there. That will add the livery to your local collection. Go through and collect all of the F1 liveries that you want to have, and now you're going to need the car. So head over to Brand Central, head across to Asia, and then down to Super Formula. Go into the showroom, and the car that you want is the last car in the row. It is the red one. It is the Toyota 2023. Now here's one of the downsides with doing this. You're going to need 10 of these at minimum. That's going to be 10 million credits. If you want to do it as authentically as possible, you're going to need 20 of these cars. So you're going to have each of the drivers' liveries for the Lewis Hamilton one, and the Charles Leclerc one, and the Lando Norris one, and the Oscar Piastri one. So the cheap way of doing it is 10 million. The authentic way of doing it is 20 million. Guys, if you do want money in Gran Turismo 7, there'll be links in the description for you for a video to shoot every single way to make money in Gran Turismo 7. But for now, I'm going to buy another one. I've had 11 of these already, so another 1 million quid down the drain. And then we're going to choose to change into the car now. Then we're going to head down to GT Auto, head across to car customization, and then head all the way over to load style, and then scroll down to where it says collection just above me. That will show you all of the liveries that you've collected from anyone that's created the liveries for this car. So here I've got a vintage Jordan 1, there's a vintage Mercedes Lewis Hamilton 1, but the one I just downloaded is the Charles Leclerc Miami edition. And then once we've got the preview, we choose to apply style. Do this for all of your Super Formula cars to apply the livery to each of them individually. If you want an extra layer of authenticity for each of the cars that you select, so for example the Ferrari, for example, we can change some of the downforce numbers, some of the rear downforce numbers, and some of the car settings that will be specific for the car when it's entered into this custom race we're about to make. So we could make, we could add some ballast, for example. We could detune the Ferrari, a little bit of a poor performance Ferrari engine this year, I think. So we can have subtly different performances for each of the F1 cars that we have in our race. Now let's go and set up the race. I'm going to head to World Circuits. I'm going to head to Europe. I'm going to choose one of the F1 tracks. I'm going to head over to Austria for the Red Bull Ring. Now head over to Custom Race, and I'm going to choose the full course, which is the F1 track, of course. Now, if you're on PS5, you can race two different ways. You can race with the regular AI, which will allow you to have a standing start, which is more authentic to the F1 experience. But I think most of the fun comes when you use Gran Turismo's Sophie AI, which is a fantastic AI to race against. The limitation is you can't have a standing start, so consider it being a start behind a safety car. Now I'm going to load the settings that I've already made. I'm just going to choose my F1 settings. And I'll just run you through some of the important settings that I think are useful. So I have it as a lap race. You can choose how many laps you do. You can have up to 200 if you want a very long F1 race. The number of cars in the race, choose that as 20, and you can choose your starting grid. I would have the rolling start interval to as short as possible to try and get that authentic safety car restart. I would have boost set to weak. It's an interesting thing with the Sophie AI, but something to play with for sure. Slipstream real, you can choose the amount of tyre wear, mechanical damage, fuel consumption, refill speed, and all the default stuff like that. You can change the weather type, time of day, variable, different weather at the start of the race and the end of the race. But the important thing here is to have select cars from garage set for the opponents. Then you simply select cars from the garage, and when you first do this you will have all the cars that you have selected. So go down one by one and just change the car and choose it for each of the F1 cars you want to have in the grid. This is where you would set the grid order as well, and you can also edit the names of the drivers. So let's have Oscar Piastri on pole position, and choose Piastri there. And we can't change the region because it is Sophie AI, so we're going to stick with that. Looks like Verstappen has put it on second on the grid. Lando didn't have a good qualifying in this one. Max Verstappen, there we go. Okay, so all of the F1 driver names are in there, and I've put myself in the cursed Red Bull second seat. Now, I think I probably would have qualified just ahead of Hadjar, so I'm going to change my starting position just to be ahead of Hadjar, and go down to here and I'm going to choose apply. Now I am going to save the settings again because I did go through the trouble of renaming all of the drivers. So I'm going to save settings and I'm going to overwrite my previous F1 race settings, and then we simply go to start race. Now it is only going to be a 5-lap race, but I'm going to switch to my F1 style yoke steering wheel, the Moser KS steering wheel. I really like this wheel, especially for the Formula, and especially with the way my monitor's set up now. It's super low here, so here we go. Let's go and run some laps and see how it feels. So I'm going to switch to radar, and here we go. Safety car start, because we can't do the grid starts with Sophie AI. Let's see if we can get around the outside. Who's that? That is Alex Albon, and we didn't get a move on there, but these guys are going to be fast. This is Sophie AI on professional difficulty. A bit of a slipstream train down into the big braking zone. Someone's gone deep on the brakes there. Oh, who sent it? Hadjar on the brakes, losing out massively there. And Alonso finally having a good race this season. Is Alonso going to score some points? Let's see if he is or not. So yeah, Sophie AI is very aggressive, and honestly guys, I'm being mugged off here left, right and centre. So Sophie AI in Gran Turismo 7 is incredibly difficult. And although guys, I do know these aren't F1 cars, these are Japanese Super Formula cars. These are the next fastest thing to Formula 1 cars. These are faster than the F2 cars. I'm going to send it on Liam Lawson, give him something to think about there. Onto the main straight now. So we've lost a few positions now. George Russell has had an absolute nightmare through that first lap. I'm going to get a bit of a slipstream on the straight in here. Now we do have the overtake function in these Super Formula cars. I do need to see if that is realistic to use it or not. A lot of drivers blocking off the inside. Around the outside of George Russell. He's going to block us off there. He knows exactly how to defend that one. Going to come across, block on Liam Lawson. And looking for a deep braking point. Liam Lawson sends it. We're going to get the old switcheroo. We're going to drive out the corner. Liam's still to the inside. Going to have to send it. He's still there. What a fantastic move from Liam Lawson. He definitely prefers that car to the Red Bull that I'm driving. That's for sure. I think anyone would prefer that anything to this Red Bull. Is not a good car this season. Only Max can get it around the track. Oh, that's a bit of a mistake there from Liam. Back on the back of George Russell. Starting lap 3, he's gone defensive. Gonna get the old switchback. Trying to get the driver off the corner, it's not quite working out. There we are to the inside, he can't defend the inside, so he's looking to squeeze me tight. He's keeping me honest. Where is he? Looking for him in the mirrors. So up to 11th place now. Ollie Behrman is the next one ahead. Now this is super difficult, guys. Oh, big send from George Russell. He's switched back. Whew, big send. Let me know what the AI is like in F1 2025, guys, if you've played that yet. I am still considering getting F1 2025. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see something. Now, that's gone a bit dark. The dynamic weather in Gran Turismo 7 is fantastic. Now also another benefit with this in Gran Turismo 7 is if you are a PSVR user, PS5 version of F1 2025 does not support PSVR 2. Gran Turismo obviously does support PSVR 2, so you get a fantastic F1-ish VR experience by setting up a race like this. Whoa, a little bit of snap of the steering there. Now the cars, I've driven these compared to F1 2024 and the Super Formula cars in Gran Turismo 7 drive reasonably similar. Oh, being pushed out there. Who was that one? I think that was George Russell trying to fight back. We are on lap number 4 now. I'm losing time to the leaders of this race now. With a bit of time behind the wheel. Oh, George has sent it again. What a massive send from George. And also been mugged off by, who is that? Lance Stroll. Lance Stroll's mugged me off. Now Hulkenberg. Gosh, I'm really being embarrassed here. Colapinto's looking next. Can't let Colapinto beat me, surely. And the best thing is, when Colapinto loses his seat in F1 and whoever takes over, maybe it's Mick Schumacher, I can just rename the drivers, rename the liveries. I don't have to wait for EA to update the game. Hulkenberg's made a bit of a mess of that last corner. I'm going to start the final lap of this race. We'll go to the inside. He's going to push me narrow. Oh, I'm the one that sent it there. That's a bit wide. Is he going to get me back? I think he is, side by side. Fantastic driving from Hulkenberg to get that Sauber. We're going to go to the inside. I'll say Sophie AI is probably a little bit keen on this setting. Maybe drop the difficulty down just a little bit, but tune it to see. You'll have your experience from other races made in Gran Turismo 7 to tune the AI to be how you want them to be. And across the line, I'm going to finish in P14. What a cursed car that is. That Red Bull seems incredibly difficult to drive. So using Gran Turismo 7 to make an F1 style race it's possible, it's completely possible, but it's not without its problems. So I'm going to need to buy at least 10 million credits worth of cars. Ideally, if I want the fully authentic experience, I'm going to need 20 million credits worth of cars. Now, on a good day, even with my fastest money making methods, I think that's probably 5 hours of solid grinding to make the money for this. That's a lot of time to invest. If you were to top up with the PlayStation Store, so let's say 2 million credits, so I'm going to need to buy 5 of these. Let's quickly do the maths for this. Okay, so that's going to be 50, let's call it round numbers, for example, 15, 30, 45, 60, 75 pounds. Yeah, where have I seen that number before? 75 pounds. So is it really worth it to make or try and make F1 2025 in Gran Turismo 7 when you could buy the actual F1 2025 game, which has the full career story mode, breaking points, my team, all of the official tracks, some of them laser scanned, actual F1 cars instead of Super Formula cars? It makes it a really tough sell, to be honest, guys. So guys, what do you think? Let me know in the comments below, because I'm very interested to know, are you interested in F1 2025? Will you be creating your F1 series in Gran Turismo 7? If you are going to be making your F1 races in Gran Turismo 7, you're going to need to make some serious money, so feel free to check out the money making guides on screen for you right now. Check that video out, and I'll catch you in the next one.